What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's edition of College Football Week 10 Predictions. I'm Mason Sapesky, your host. Today, we're just going to go through real quick some of my predictions for the Week 10 games. It's definitely going to be a fun one for sure. November is one of the best months of the year. College football is truly my favorite sport out of everything, college, professional. And if just out of curiosity, if you guys wanted to know, I did recently do a list of my top 5 favorite sports. Number 5 is college volleyball. Number 4 is college basketball. Number 3 is NFL. Number 2 is MLB. And number 1 is college football, if anybody wanted that for their references. But yeah, college football is my favorite. November is awesome. I love it because of how special college football in November is. We got 5 weeks. 5 weeks is going to determine the future of a lot of schools. 5 weeks is going to determine whether or not some schools will meet the 6 wins needed to be bowl eligible this year. 5 wins will determine who hits the 5 weeks will determine who hits the transfer portal on December 2nd or whatever it is, a month from now, or who stays at their current school for 2025. In 5 weeks, we'll pretty much know most of the teams that will be battling it out in the college football playoff. It's going to be awesome. College football is special. I mean, there's no other sport like it. You see the atmospheres, you see the energy, you see the excitement. This is the best month to be a college football fan in November. This sport is king. This sport is awesome. This sport is special. I actually, the other day, was in class, just super pumped, super excited. I was just, part of me, I was still paying attention to the class, obviously, but part of me just was thinking a little bit, and I got fired up thinking about college football. So it's awesome. It truly is the best. So without further ado, let's get into my predictions. Happy November, aka the best college football month of the year. Let's do it. Duke at Miami. This one's going to be closer than you think. The Blue Devils actually have a good team. I like what Manny Diaz has done with the Blue Devils, but I'm picking the Hurricanes in this one. Give me Miami 30-21. Ole Miss at Arkansas. This one's going to be closer than most people think. However, I think the Rebels are still the better team, and the Rebels will still get the job done in the end. Give me Ole Miss 31-21. Minnesota at Illinois. I see Minnesota as the favorite in this game. I don't get this because Illinois is at home and they're ranked. So I'm going to pick the Illini to win this one, 27-24. PJ Fleck's squad, though, is performing much better than anybody thought they would. I thought he'd be toast there after this year, but he's not. He's doing great. And that's why I actually think PJ Fleck's one of the best coaches in college football, to be honest. If I were an AD, which maybe someday I will be, you never know, PJ Fleck would be on the near top, if not at the very top. Actually, he's probably my number 1 choice now that Willie Fritz is at Houston to be a head coach. I would hire that man in a heartbeat. He's truly amazing. So PJ Fleck's the guy, but I don't think he gets the job done tomorrow, or today technically. Northwestern at Purdue. It's been a rough couple years for the Boilermakers since Ryan Walters took over, but I think David Braun's Northwestern squad fights to see another day. I think they win 21-17. They're not going to put themselves on the brink this early. They're 3-5. If they lose tomorrow, they're almost certain to not be bowling this year. So I think they'll win this one. Virginia Tech at Syracuse, who's the home team in this? I think it's the Qs. I think it's the Orange. Because they go to BC next week. I know that. ACC football, it's awesome, isn't it? Yeah, Syracuse is at home. I'm picking the Orange in this one. Give me Syracuse, 34-27. Vanderbilt at Auburn. This is going to be a fun one. I can't believe Auburn's favored, let alone by how much they're favored by, 7.5. I'm picking Vanderbilt in this one. Give me Vandy, 31-21. Georgia at Florida. Oh my gosh, I'm already just feeling excitement just picking these games. I love this sport. It's special. Georgia at Florida. I think it'll be close at halftime. However, obviously, we all know in the second half how good Georgia is, and I think Georgia's going to blow out Florida in the end. Give me Georgia, 34-14. Texas Tech at Iowa State. This one will be closer than expected. I think the Red Raiders will hang in there till the end, but I think in the end, the Cyclones win this one, 27-24. Indiana and Michigan State. Battle between 2 first-year coaches, Curt Cignetti and Jonathan Smith. with the former experiencing a ton of success at his new school, and the latter improving the Spartans, but not to the heights that the former has improved the Hoosiers. But I think Michigan State's schedule, they got Indiana at Illinois, Purdue, and Rutgers. They're 4-4. They should definitely be able to get 2 more wins and be bowl eligible. And they should be pretty good in like 25 and 26. So don't count Michigan State out in the future, but definitely count them out. This is going to be a blowout. I'm taking the Hoosiers 52-21. Kansas State at Houston. I think this game will be closer than most people think, but I'm still picking the Wildcats in this one. Give me Kansas State 31-24. UCLA at Nebraska. Nebraska's had issues getting that 6th win to be bowl eligible. I think the Bruins will pose them a challenge, but I don't think the Bruins will win. I'm taking Nebraska 34-30. North Carolina at Florida State, who's just been a dumpster fire this year. Calls to fire Mike Norvell are already growing. North Carolina, though, is fighting. They will not, back to the Seminoles real quick, sorry about that, but they won't be in a bowl game. They're 1-7. Their season's done. It will end after their game against Florida on November 30th. North Carolina, on the other hand, they're 4-4. They need 2 more wins to be bowl eligible this year. I think they get one of them tomorrow. Give me North Carolina, 21-17. Arizona State at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State's having a rough year. A loss tomorrow could put them on the brink of being bowl ineligible. I think the Cowboys get the job done. Give me Oklahoma State 35-21. But I don't think they're bowl eligible this year, unfortunately. Which is a shocker to me, to be honest. That's a little shocking. Arizona at UCF. Loser of this game will be put on the brink. So, if you guys don't already know, when I say on the brink, that means you have 6 losses. Because to be bowl ineligible, you have to lose 7 games. Because to be bowl eligible, you have to win 6 games. So 6-6 gets you bowl eligible. Anything below that, you are not bowl eligible. The loser of this game will have lost their 6th game. Meaning, if they lose 1 more game, they will not be bowl eligible. So that's why I say on the brink. But I think UCF wins this one. Give me UCF 34-20. I don't want to see Arizona make a bowl anyway. Texas A&M at South Carolina. I'm picking the Aggies in this one. However, it's going to be very close. It's going to be very tight. Still picking the Aggies 34-31. Louisville at Clemson. I'm taking the Tigers in this one. I don't think they blow out the Cardinals, but I'm still taking them. Give me Clemson 31-21. Wisconsin at Iowa. I'm taking the Hawkeyes in this one 17-10. It's going to be close. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a heavy defensive game as I fix my watch, but I'm taking the Hawkeyes in this one. It's at Iowa. Give me Iowa 17-10. USC at Washington. I think this will be interesting, that's for sure. And I think that the Trojans get this one. Give me USC 34-31. Kentucky at Tennessee. This game will be closer than most people think, but I'm still taking the Volunteers in this one. Give me Tennessee 34-28. TCU at Baylor. I'm taking the Horned Frogs 38-34. Oregon and Michigan. Will Johnson's not playing. I'm taking the Ducks in a blowout. Give me Oregon 38-17. I think Dylan Gabriel lights up this pass defense of Michigan's. And in the biggest game of the week, the biggest game of the year thus far, other than Georgia-Bama, Ohio State, Penn State. I can't wait for this game. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be insane. It's going to come down to the wire. But I think the Ohio State Buckeyes hold on in the end and get the job done. Give me the Buckeyes 24-21. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is going to be an awesome week of college football. Enjoy. Have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. And as always, peace. See you guys next week.